Hi folks, it's Evo here from Thundermist Lure Company. Great to see you and welcome to today's episode of Thundermist Fish Tips. I've got a gorgeous morning upon me today, folks, and today we're looking for that fantastic carp bite. And I'm going to be running the pre-tied T-turn bait rig. I'm going to run the 5B, which is with the size 2 octopus hook. I get asked a lot, do you use the circle hook? The 6B is circle hook model, but I brought the 5B with me today. Let me get my line out there and I'll explain the rig. Okay, I've got 20 pound, I've got the 20 pound, the new Thunder Carbon with me today. And the pre-tied T-turn bait rigs, they come with 25 pound fluorocarbon line, so they're plenty strong. Now, for the bait today, for carp, you know I like to use corn a lot, but there are other baits you could use. So I made my own concoction of oats, cornmeal, a little bit of brown sugar, and some water. And I made my own little kind of dough balls, and then I brought the bait pockets with me. And I'm using the smaller one right now, the size 1 bait pocket, because we've had a cold front move in here, and the carp might be a little bit less aggressive, so I went with the smaller size. Otherwise I would have went with size 2. And I'm going to chum the area, and I made these little pre-made balls of dough balls that I just stuff into the bait pocket. But what I'm going to do is just break it up into little tiny pieces, and I want to chum the area with the same bait that I'm using for the carp. So I don't want to throw the whole ball in, but I'll break it up into tiny little balls and throw it out. Now if you can't afford to do that because you only have so much bait that you brought, cook a little bit of rice. That's kind of a neutral bait. And just throw some cooked rice out there as chum. And the only thing the chum does is it helps keep the carp around a little bit longer, and hopefully they'll find your bait as well. Okay, so that's the strategy today. I'm gonna put my rod down. It's a beautiful morning, and hopefully I get into a carp or two. Stay tuned, folks. Okay, tell you what, folks, that was a good bite. He picked it up and he ran. There's 2 ways these carp will bite. They will either slowly just take the bait and you'll just see your line just kind of twitching, or they'll pick it up and run like this guy did. That's why I keep the glasses on, so I can watch my line, but this time there was no watching. Okay, he doesn't even know he's hooked. He just swam right to shore. I'm not getting much of a fight out of this guy. Normally you get a much stronger fight, but you know what, he's still green. Definitely don't want to horse him in, because like I said, yeah, that's what I figured. He doesn't know he's been hooked. Oh my goodness. So I gotta be careful with him, because all he did was swim towards the shoreline. He's trying to bury himself in these weeds here. Okay, and that's the beauty with these bait pockets. You can use whatever concoction you come up with. Mine was, oats and cornmeal with a little bit of sugar and water. But I know people even use Jello powder, and you could be really creative, because carp, they do like sweetness. Yeah, I know, you're still green. You're still green. I'm not gonna horse you in, buddy. That's how you lose a lot of fish right there. Okay. And I mentioned I'm running the 20 pound Thunder braid. I could have went with 15, but I like to use 20 pound test line, because with carp, honestly, folks, you never know. You just might get a huge bruiser. And you got to be prepared, because these are big, strong, powerful fish. And if you get a huge one, let me tell you, you got a battle. Okay. The carp. I know. Oh boy, it's not even a huge one. He's got to be about maybe 6 pounds. 5-6 pounds. But he's definitely not done. He's still kind of green. I got a bit of pressure on him too. But you can't horse them in. You got to be very careful with carp. Oh, actually, might be a little bit bigger. Okay. Come on, Mr. Carp. And the T-turn, of course, always does its job. Keeps me tangle free. This carp can twist, turn, roll, do whatever he wants. But with that T-turn on there, it's gonna keep me tangle free all the time. Okay, I think we got him tuckered out. I can see my bait pocket. And we just bring him in here nice and easy. That's the way it's done right there. Oh yeah, still not quite done yet. He's still not quite done yet, but that's how it's done right there. Oh yeah. All right, we're just gonna let him relax a bit. Gonna take him off the hook. A nice little photo for Facebook and Instagram friends. And we're gonna release this guy. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, actually he's actually a little bit nicer than I thought. That's a decent carp. I mean, that's a nice average size carp. Like I say, they do get huge, but that's a nice common carp right there. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, gave me a nice bite. I like it. Oh yeah, I knew he was still kind of green. He slimed me a bit there, but you know what? That's all right. Tell you what, folks, fishing for carp. There's a lot of stresses in the world. Find the shoreline, very relaxing, release some stress. Enjoy the scenery around you, enjoy the fishing, and have some fun. That's what I'm doing today. Wherever you're tuning in from, folks, I want to thank you ever so much for joining me on today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. I think I'll load up another bait pocket and do a little extra chumming and get right back out there again. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, good luck and good fishing.